And apparently we're talking about Dubai.
We are talking about Dubai and UAE, so lifestyles of rich and famous. Sherry's birthday edition. Brr, brr, brr,
I wouldn't call it rich and
brr.
famous. I did get a really nice, really
Hey,
nice raise,
listen,
but I wouldn't call myself necessarily rich and or famous.
not yet.
Okay, but we can, if that's how you want to
There
title
we go.
it for kicks and giggles, then so be it.
There we go.
But yes, so I think it was so a couple years ago. I wanted to go to Dubai,
Hmm.
and I saw a cruise that went between Abu Dhabi and Dubai, but I would have had to fly to Dubai to get on this cruise, right?
Gotcha. Is this before or after you got your was it like a journal or something that had like all the places you wanted to visit?
Child, okay, so you want to go back there?
Yeah,
That
let's go
was a
back there.
long
Yeah.
time ago. There was actually a young lady that I met at work. I cannot even remember her name, but this had to be probably 7, 8 years ago. And she told me about this amazing journal that was written by I cannot Terry Seville Foy.
Okay. Hmm.
Terry Seville Foy, who you guys know that I love because I read a lot of her books.
Yep.
But it was sort of a dream journal where you outline where you want to be in 5 years from now. So it's
Hmm.
you literally taking the time to say, you know what, this is the lifestyle that I want to have. I want to have travel to these places. I want to have this type of job. I want to have whatever the life is.
Hmm.
And there's a section in there where you can outline a handful of places that you want to go. So I wrote down 25 places that I wanted to travel to, and Dubai was one of them.
Yep.
And then I had realized that I wasn't doing outside of work. I wasn't doing a lot of international travel,
Hmm.
right? So I was traveling inside of the U.S., but I think I had been to Colombia. Where else did I go? Germany and Italy.
Yeah.
A couple places, but those were more so led by my job.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? There's other places that I want to go to. I want to see all the famous historic sites and learn the culture and do the most.
There we go.
So a couple years ago, I wanted to go to Dubai, found a cruise, and I also wanted to take a cruise. So I thought, oh, that's
Yeah.
nice. I should do that. It was around my birthday.
Kill two birds with one stone.
The rates were really good. So I was like, I
Yeah.
should just do it. But I was kind of hesitant because, I didn't, excuse me. I don't know. I was kind of going back and forth about it. So
Okay.
then we ended up in a whole pandemic.
Yes.
So I was like,
2020
thank
hit.
God that I didn't go because, cruise ships were not good. They were concerned about the air filters in the room, and we didn't know how COVID was spreading, and it was this open question.
Yeah.
How is the ship being sanitized? And
It was awful because
it was
it's
a whole
funny.
thing,
Yeah.
right?
Because we went on our cruise in 2019, like right before the pandemic started. Is when JR and I went on one. And looking at that cruise and thinking back, yeah, I can see how it would spread because it
Right.
was
And then it was
just
about, like how is the food being distributed and,
yeah,
and things like that. So it just became a whole thing. I ended up not going, thank God. Then the whole world shut down.
yeah.
But your girl was still traveling in 2020.
We were listen, shoot.
I was
Listen.
traveling every single month, sometimes multiple trips in a month because those flights were so cheap.
Yeah,
So
it was cracking. That was the
um
best time.
it was. Look,
Well, no shade to COVID because that was awful.
yeah,
But
COVID was awful, but the rates
oh yeah, the
were
travel was
amazing.
sick. We was
And
out
we
of here.
managed to stay safe, so I'm
We
grateful for
did.
that.
Praise God.
But then I was like, I still want to go to Dubai.
Yeah.
I still want to go to Dubai. So I think it was in like November around Thanksgiving time where I found an amazing travel group that happened to be going to Dubai on my birthday. And I said,
Mhm.
well, look at God.
Look it.
Must be a sign.
There we go. Listen.
Let me go ahead and put down this deposit.
Mhm.
And once you put down a deposit, you have committed.
You gotta go.
And that's always my thing with travel, right? Is you in when you pay for it.
Yeah.
Until then, you're not in.
Yeah, you're not going.
You're not going
until it's paid for.
right.
At
You've
least
made no
some type of payment.
provisions.
Yeah.
You're not going.
Yeah.
So I just said, forget it. I'll figure it out. I'm just gonna make this initial payment. I made the
Mhm.
initial payment. They kept debiting me every. I said they kept taking my money.
Their money.
And, yeah,
Because you
their
signed
money.
up for.
And then next thing you know, you kind of forget about it because
Yeah.
it's just on auto pay. And next thing you know, and I do have travel budget, right? So
Yeah.
I automatically have funds that go directly from my check to an account. So because I love to travel, so I don't ever want it to be like, oh, I don't have. Nope, the money's there. Okay,
Mhm.
so I just appropriated those funds to this trip. And it just kind of worked out. So the next thing once you start getting like 30 days in, they start, getting all active. And I was like, oh my God, this is the worst time for me to be going on this trip.
So you made the down payment in November of 2020, just to give
Yes.
people some context.
Yes.
Okay.
hmm
Gotcha.
And then they was taking my money every month.
Every month. Listen. Yes, every month.
Yes, and then probably about a month or so before, maybe it was 2 months, who knows?
Mhm.
They always send updates, and I'd be like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, I'm not reading this. I don't care."
All right.
Right? Because the whole thing about the travel group is you just want my money, right? I don't have to
Mhm.
do any arrangements. I don't need to do none of that,
Listen, everything is
right?
taken care of.
Everything's taken care
Yeah.
of, unlike all of our trips, which we like to
Oh,
plan,
yeah.
okay, in extreme detail. There was no
Yeah.
Google Doc needed.
Oh,
There was no
man.
coordination. It was just take this money.
Yes. Whew.
So,
How freeing.
actually, maybe I'm gonna say maybe 6 months before because I had to fly to New York. So
Okay.
I was traveling with a travel group, and everyone was meeting up at JFK. So I did have to book a flight to New York and stay overnight so that I could make the flight
To Dubai.
to Dubai, the
Yeah.
direct flight. Yes. So I was minding my business, and probably around January or December or some time frame, they started getting all active, putting me in a Facebook group with all the other participants and,
Aw.
giving you pack lists and sending you gift boxes of all
Oh,
their gear and
cool.
stuff. And I'm like, oh, this is nice. I'm really going. Then I
Yes.
was like, oh, shoot, this sucks. I have a million things to do in my personal life. I do not have the capacity or the time for this.
Said,
But
"Okay."
hey, I've paid and it's not refundable. So I guess I'm going.
Listen, at this time, you've paid a lot, like a
Right.
big chunk, because you've
I'm
been
all
paying
in.
since November
Yeah,
2020.
well, by the time I had paid off.
Listen, you're
So
done.
it's a wrap. But yes, so I am, struggling to pack. So it's like a week before, and I'm in true Sherry Renee fashion,
Oh,
honey.
yeah, this is
And this is what I don't understand about myself is I travel so much and I cannot pack to save my life.
ever, y'all.
I don't, and it started even in college, and this is where Chanel called me out. And ever
Ever.
since then, this was okay. This had to be 2005.
Ever,
Ever
y'all.
since that one day when Chanel saw that I sucked at packing, she has never let that go. As she should not have, because I still suck at it. Okay.
Listen, I have to check in. Like, even if it's like a quick check, like, did you pack? Do
And-
you have it? Do you
And
have
then
the
she'd be like, "What did you pack?" And I'd be like, "Dang, we really gonna get all up in my
I'm
business?"
just
But
saying.
even it could be an overnight work trip, but she'd be like, I'd be like, "Oh, just real quick, you ain't gotta do that." No. It could be a day trip. Sometimes I just do day trips for work. And she'll be like, "What you packing?" I'm like, "I don't need to."
Listen.
Ha-ha. Joke's on you.
Said I'm just going for the day.
I just need a laptop.
Listen.
Okay, that's all I need.
Hey, but do you got your laptop?
Right.
Gotta make
That is like, then you got your power cord.
Listen.
Okay, where's the power cord for that laptop?
Do you have what you need?
No, but so I sucked at packing, and luckily, so I booked the trip by myself, and I was like,
Mhm.
am I gonna have a roommate? So first I was like, I'm staying in my own room because I like my space. I don't
Yeah.
like when people invade my space. I don't know how people are gonna operate in my space. I don't know. I'm kind of picky, I got my own little quirks, and having the wrong roommate can really ruin your trip.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
That's just what can happen.
Yeah.
But I said, you know what? I'm just gonna take a little step out on faith, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say that I want a roommate because I want to have a full blown experience. Like I don't want to be hanging in the background
Mhm.
in this large group of travelers.
That's good you had to change your mindset
I
before
did.
going, because like you said, we've traveled enough where if you're not going for work, I'm sure you're by yourself when you go for work.
Well, when I travel for work, I'm traveling with other coworkers, but the accommodations are me.
Yeah, it's by yourself.
Yeah.
And then you travel with, of course, your friends with us,
Right.
and you know us. Like,
Right.
it's like,
And it's
okay.
crazy because even with us, if we are Airbnb, we try to get as many rooms and
Absolutely.
bathrooms as
We do.
possible. We're like, okay, so is there 5 bedrooms? Like, what are we
Listen,
doing?
no sharing beds.
Exactly.
We are
We be like,
out.
I need my space because everybody lives alone, right? So
Absolutely.
like, look, this your house for the next 5 days.
Listen, that
Okay,
is
we
true.
sharing common space, and
And
that's
that's
it, and
it.
that's all.
That's it.
But so in any
Yeah.
case, so I stepped out on faith and said,
Mhm.
you know what, I'm gonna do the roommate. And then as soon as I said that, I regretted it.
Said
I was like, oh no.
no.
But then,
So how soon did you find out that your
I
roommate
don't
was?
even really remember when I found out, but I just know that when she reached out to me, I was overjoyed because she emailed me, and I could see in her email that she was a soror.
Listen.
I said, oh my God, are you a soror? And she
Aw.
responded back instantly and said, "Yes, I am. This is gonna be." And I said, "Yes, it
Aw, I
is."
love it.
So then she and I quickly became friends, and we were communicating every day. So whenever they told us that we were roommates, like since that day, whenever that was, we have been in communication like every day.
Aw.
And then while all of that was going on, I was telling her like, "Oh my God, I saw this photo shoot. I want to do this. I
Mhm.
know I'm doing the most." And she was like, "Sign me up for the photo
She
shoot."
said, "I'll be right with you, sis. Don't
But
worry."
they did a great job of matching us. Of course, they did not ask if we belonged to a sorority. They
Right.
didn't do
That's
any of that.
interesting.
But look at God, I got connected with a soror who
Nice.
became a friend, who became a sister, right? So,
Nice.
um, so then I was always in contact with her about the trip, but I didn't. But so as far as like, oh, I can't wait to do this and do that, and blah blah blah. But I wasn't really planning for the trip because I had
Oh.
my brother got married.
Yeah, it was
Like
a
so
lot.
many things were
It was a
happening.
lot happening at
There
that
was so
time.
many things happening in my life at the time. I was just like, yeah, I'll do that then.
Yeah, when it comes, like literally, like the week of is when you really like got your
Child,
mind right and was like, okay, I
like
gotta start.
literally, Chanel had to be like, "Do you have a hair appointment?
Yeah, every
Did
day.
you
It was like
what's the
nails,
plan for the
hair,
nails?" So
wax.
it was literally the week of where I was like, "Oh my God, what am I doing? I haven't done anything." So I had to, like you said, wax, hair, nail, do all of that. So then I
In
figured
between
all that out
working
in between work.
too.
So I'd be like running out, going to get stuff done, jumping back on a meeting, coming in late, doing whatever. And then, the day before is when I packed.
Hmm.
Literally, I didn't sleep. I packed. It was like probably around midnight where I was like, okay, I guess the trip, I got to be at the airport at 4
Yeah,
a.m.
you had an early
It's
flight.
midnight. I should start packing.
Yeah.
So I packed. I threw some things in some luggage, and I hopped on that flight.
She had the essentials.
And actually, I did a really
You
good
did.
job because I didn't have to buy much, so
Exactly.
I did a really good job this time. Because
Yeah.
normally when I pack, I'd be like, oh, can we go to the mall? I just need.
Exactly.
But I did a really good job, so I'm very proud of myself, and I'm proud of you because you were keeping me on point.
Listen, gotta be
Um,
there.
and so what I love about my soror,
Aw.
let me tell you this. So we were supposed to meet up at the hotel,
Mhm.
but
In New York.
in New York,
Okay, cool.
but
Where is she from? I'm sorry.
she's from Atlanta.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, or she's from Georgia. She's from another part near Atlanta.
Okay.
And so we were she was flying into JFK. I was flying into Newark
Okay.
because I was trying to use my
I
points.
know. Listen.
And then I was like, I'm gonna, I'm trying to be frugal because I know when I'm in Dubai, my niece calls it Doobie, so the trip got coined Doobie.
Mhm.
And so I was like, while I'm here, I'm spending money while I'm here, but I'm
Listen.
going to be frugal and try to, do well as far as spending before I come. So I did use my points on United because I hate United. So I try to get rid of points whenever I have
Mhm.
them because I prefer Southwest. But in
Right.
any case, um, I landed in Newark, so I had to, make my way to the airport, but I
Yeah.
ended up in the JFK airport and I was like, "Hey, I'm here. So if you're like," she's like, "Oh, I just landed." I was like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna wait for you." Da, 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 da. She was like, "I have on all pink." And I said, "Girl, shut up. I have on all green."
I cannot. My pink and my
I was
green
like,
and my
"Look,
green and my
I
pink.
swear." I was like, "Yes, this is perfect. Like yin and yang, me, please."
Listen. Listen, God be
God be
knowing.
knowing. But
Okay.
I was like, look, if we ain't sorors, I don't know what else we are, but honey, we are definitely sorors.
Listen, we are the sorors in the sorority. Okay.
Yes, yes, all of that.
Listen.
So we met up. We went to the hotel. They actually
Mhm.
had to move my hotel, but that's another story for another time, for another day. They
What?
canceled my hotel and moved me somewhere else. And they were like, "Oh, some company like bought this out for the day." And I was like, "I booked this hotel like 6 months ago,
Right.
and I prepaid, just so we're clear."
Listen. And I'd like a credit. Was this like
They
a
did. They gave me
okay.
point. Yeah, they did all of
Yeah, I'm
that.
like, is this a Hilton
But
brand or
but
whatever?
yeah, they gave
Cracking.
me
Okay.
points. Which, by the way, when I prepaid, it was really my company. So whatever. But in any
Hey, they
case,
don't know that. It doesn't matter.
we got there. She went to go hang out with a local friend of hers.
Oh, nice.
I
Okay.
met up with some other. There were other. Everybody was in the Facebook group saying, "Who wants to meet for dinner?
Oh,
Who
other
wants to
young
do
ladies from the
that?"
travel group.
Right. Yep.
Gotcha.
So I went and ate at. I think it was called like Southern Girls or something like that. I sent y'all a picture.
I can't think of what it was called, but the picture did have Southern in it.
Yeah, something like that. So
So this is
yeah,
a soul food restaurant
in
in
New
New York.
York.
In
Yes.
Manhattan? Like that's where y'all was at?
No, we were closer to JFK. It was probably like where's JFK?
Is that Manhattan? I don't
I
know.
don't think that's Manhattan
Okay.
because Manhattan is
Whatever.
more like what's that other airport that I flew into for my mom's birthday?
LaGuardia.
LaGuardia.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but anyway,
Anywho.
the New Yorkers, let us know.
Right. Y'all
Y'all be
tell
I
us.
see y'all be
All
listening. Just
right.
let us know.
Because, you know,
We don't
your
know. Y'all
girls don't
got too
know.
many boroughs.
Right.
Okay. Shoot.
But in any
Just
case,
be New York.
listen, right. This is confusing. Like, what? But yeah, so y'all, so some of the ladies from the travel group met up at this soul food restaurant near
Yeah, it
JFK.
was really me and one, and we went,
Oh,
ate
cool.
good
Okay.
food. I was being greedy. We ate all the food.
That's
It
what's
was
up.
good. It was nice.
Was she
I
your soror
do.
too or no?
Nope.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
okay.
Nope. There was nope. It was just her.
Oh, cool.
But in any case, so okay, it was called Southern Girl Soul
Okay.
Food.
I knew it had
Yes,
Southern in there.
yes.
Looks
So
yummy.
it
So
was
shout out to
good.
them, Southern Girl Soul Food near JFK.
Yes, it was definitely really good. So then the next day we had to get up and actually start the trip. So this was like the pre-trip.
It was a pre-trip to the real trip.
Yes, so the real trip. So I was like, all right, we
So
went, stayed in the hotel, got up the next
next day
day.
was travel day.
Travel day.
Gotcha.
Yes. So she was big ball and shot calling and she did business class. She
Your
upgraded.
soror.
Mhm.
Okay, soror.
Yes. I was like, all right.
Look.
I was debating because I knew so I had a bonus that was actually that came to me on my birthday. I
Listen,
was like, look at the
your
Lord.
company said happy
They
birthday.
that's how I felt. I felt like they
Listen,
personally
they
said
did.
happy
They
birthday.
said happy birthday.
But again, I told myself, I said, no, no, no. Because, see, I have a spending issue.
Hey.
I have this thing where, and I've been trying to get it under control over the last 2 years, where
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to be very strict about my budget.
Can't be a
But
Henry.
exactly.
There we go.
But see, my issue is I just swipe.
Listen, swipe, swipe.
And I told myself, I was like, no, 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 because we didn't budget for this. This was
No.
this money was not in my travel funds.
Gotcha. Because you had just gotten it. Yeah.
Well, what I'm saying is upgrading because it was like an extra $4,000.
Gotcha.
That was not in my travel budget beyond what I thought I was going to spend in Dubai.
Gotcha.
Upon further review, I probably could have
You
did
could
it,
have,
but
but
whatever.
hey, it's okay. It's all good.
But I was like, no, we don't do stuff just because we can. That's not.
It's okay. We're gonna allocate that to the next trip because
We don't do that.
it's the next one coming up.
But I was highly tempted though.
Yeah.
But after I saw her accommodations, I was like, maybe I should have. But so they sent some big fancy car to come pick us up and chauffeur.
Okay.
So I was her +1.
Okay.
And then
for the business class.
yeah. So then
business class. Yeah. We'll come get you. Don't worry.
right.
Listen.
And so
that's funny.
Yeah. So then when we got there, of course she had special accommodations in the airport. Like they have their own entrance onto the plane.
Wow, how dope is that?
Yeah, it's actually really nice. I saw, she showed me a lot of the photos. I was like, yeah, this is really nice. I'm a commoner today.
Hey, it's okay.
But yeah, so I saw the amazing stewardess in their amazing stewardess garb.
What did they have on?
Like
oh, you showed me.
so
We'll post some of these pictures too.
They had like
super
they had like the Arabic
cute.
scarves.
I love that. Y'all look so
Yeah,
cute.
so
we will post all of these pictures too.
So I was like, can I just take some pictures with you?
Yes. How cool is that?
So I did that, and then there was about 45 of us. 45 black women and one man.
Okay. Was it a full flight?
Oh, the flight was definitely packed. I think there was over 500 people on the flight.
Wow.
Yeah, and there were several planes going direct to Dubai.
Wow, wow, wow.
Mhm.
Wow.
So yes, I'm on the flight. They kept feeding us. They was giving us drinks. They give you headphones. They give you the
blanket.
The blanket.
Yay.
They have cameras so you can see the plane land and take off.
Very
and all
cool.
of that. I have never used the restroom on a plane because that is my personal standard. Like even going to Italy and Colombia and
you didn't use
Germany.
the restroom going there?
6 hours. No, ma'am, because I flew out of Newark. So no.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Now, if I had to, there's no direct. Maybe that would have been coming from Chicago, but I didn't do that. I flew out to Newark. So
gotcha. That makes sense.
And that is my personal standard because I just have a image of what I thought it would be. But their restaurant was actually pretty clean.
Listen, based off of how they look, like I could only imagine. Because I think I've only used a potty one time on the plane, I hate it too. Like
Yeah.
it's just the
Well, and
worst.
and one thing too, why the other reason why, because I was thinking about upgrading too, but I was reading different reviews and they were like, their coach is like our first class. So I was like,
Hmm.
okay,
It's you getting luxury,
right.
but
So I
you
was like,
getting
all right.
luxury
Oh
in
yeah, in the
business
business class, I
class.
mean, look, she was up there doing it big.
Listen, you get luxury. You gotta say it 2 times.
But we landed in their very beautiful airport.
So how long was the flight
9.5 hours.
from JFK?
Yes.
That well, from JFK is not bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was bad.
No, it
Yeah.
wasn't bad,
It
but
wasn't that bad.
I can't. So
Considering
every
like from
time,
Chicago to there, it probably would have been like 12.
every time I woke up, I was like, so it's only been an hour.
Don't you hate that?
I was like, so like we didn't even make a dent in this flight. Like, where are we?
Don't you hate that? Who said what? We're still flying.
Yeah, but yeah. So we landed. We stayed at the JW Marriott,
Nice.
which is a very nice hotel.
In Dubai is the first stop.
In Dubai. Yep. So I do highly recommend. We had beautiful views. The one thing that I hated was about the the hotel was that you couldn't. They had a beautiful patio with
Hmm.
a gorgeous view, but they kept it locked. So I don't know if at some
Oh.
point maybe someone jumped or there was a threat of
Oh
jumping or
my
something like that. But they
gosh.
were like, nope, you cannot open. I was like, then why you make it?
Right. Was it
Because
due
I
to
don't want
like
to be.
COVID or something?
I don't. I mean, it's your own personal patio, so I don't know.
Oh.
That doesn't make sense.
Oh. From your room, you
Yeah, from your
mean?
room. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, the first day, me and Sora, look, we so much on the same page. I was like, I'm going to sleep.
Jet
Sis
lag
is
me,
tired. Okay,
please.
sis, I'm tired. I'm black and I'm hungry. Okay, it's just
Listen.
I want to go. She's like me too. So,
Mm,
so the first day they had other things on the itinerary, but we did not go. We did not
mm.
participate. We went to sleep and we
Oh,
said,
I know
count
that
us
was
in for
some
tomorrow.
good sleep too.
It
Like y'all was
was.
out. I know it.
But after that, I fully acclimated to their time zone
Sure.
because I think they are 8 hours ahead of us,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
So, yes. But on day two, honey, um, they said that we were going on a safari.
Fun.
And I thought that meant look to your left and there's sand. Look to your right and there's more sand. But that is not what they meant. They actually meant what they call dune bashing, which is when
Oh.
you are in. So they sent like, I don't know, 13, 16 Jeeps to come pick us up. Because
Hmm.
remember, there's like 45 of us. And they take you to the desert, the beautiful desert.
Mm.
And basically, you're going over hills and curves and everything. And our driver, so he picks us up in his garb, right? So he looks all nice and respectable, and he got his hair all covered up and everything. He has on all the garb, and he's like, make sure you have on your seatbelt, and he's
Oh. Oh
taking good
yes.
care of us. I'm like, okay, this is a nice man, very
Hmm.
respectable. Soon as we hit that desert, and we got to the hills and the thrills. Oh, he shifted in some other gear that only look. I don't know what gear this was, but I was like, oh my god, like this is a roller coaster.
Were you and Sora in the same Jeep?
No, we were in different
Oh,
jeeps,
okay.
and in my jeep. We were screaming and praying.
That
Okay,
would be-
and the girl behind me was saying that she had to throw up. She's like, I
Oh
can't do
my
this. You have to let me
gosh. Are
out.
you
And the
serious?
very nice man, or who I thought was very nice, threw her a bag and kept going.
Shut
And what he
up.
would do is he would circle around so that we could see the other cars falling down the slopes of sand. And we would be like, no, 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 no. Don't do that with us. And he would go, ha, ha, ha. And then he would shift, and baby, there we are.
Not the evil
So
laugh
yes, the
in the
evil
middle.
laugh. So yes, so there was I did do some stories of us screaming and
I did.
yelling,
I
and
was cracking up.
I was like, we were like, no, 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 no. Like he got a kick out of that. But so yeah, we did that. And then
So what y'all don't know about Sherry is she loves adventure,
I
low
do,
key.
but I wasn't
Like
ready. I was not
she
ready.
loves it. Like
Yeah, I mean, I'm down with the adventure.
listen,
Giant drop me.
listen,
I'll do all of that, but I need to be ready for that.
listen. You wasn't
I
prepared.
wasn't ready.
Okay.
I thought again. I was like, well, what are
Because
we going to
safari is like
see?
misleading though,
Yeah,
if
because
that's what they
I'm
called
thinking
it.
like it's not a jungle. What are we gonna see? Like camels?
Right.
Okay,
Right.
falcons. Cool, cool, cool. But what else do you have to show me?
Right.
But it literally it's endless sand.
That's crazy.
So literally you are just going over cliffs and literally falling.
yeah.
But they said they had a special license, but I was like, I don't know. This don't feel safe. I don't know. But all I have is a
Wow.
seatbelt. There's no harness.
And think about the first person to ever had done that was probably like, what the world?
So I was posting the stories and I said like I thought this was gonna be a safari and shouts out to the people who have done this before because they were like ha 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 like
That ain't a
this is
safari.
not a
Listen,
safari.
You about to be in for a rude
Shouts out to
awakening. Do you hear
Allison.
me?
Allison was like, no, this is far from a safari.
Said safari? No.
No.
It's not
That's
what
what this is not.
Mhm.
And so then after that, they took us to another location where we did camel riding.
Oh, cool.
So this camel was, I don't know, maybe he was a young buck. I don't know, he was a little bit rambunctious.
What was his name?
I don't know this camel's name.
Oh,
But I got some photos and videos of me on the
yes,
camera
riding the camel.
riding the camel. I got to hold
Because you said
beautiful-
camels are really tall though, like in real life.
Yeah, they're very tall, taller than horses, right?
Yeah.
So,
Mm.
and I love horses, so
Mhm.
I was like, I'll probably really like the camel, but I was a little bit intimidated because this one girl actually ended up busting her lip on the
Aw.
camel because he got up so fast, and it's like a
Yeah.
seesaw, because they're
Aw.
coming like from all the way being down,
Yeah.
and they lift up
Yeah.
first.
Because they kneel and then they
Yeah,
kinda like,
exactly. Yep. So it's like teeter-totting, like seesawing, kind of, with them getting up. And if you ain't paying attention, you could really hurt yourself. And she did. So,
Aw.
so I did that, and then I got to hold the beautiful falcon. I have photos
Very
of that, which is very
cool.
sacred to
Falcon?
them. Falcons and camels.
What do they
are
represent?
so sacred to them. They were so it's a desert, right? So
Mhm.
it's hard to find food, and they were saying how they would the falcon would find the food, they would ride the camel to the food, and then they would share it with all of them.
Aw,
Yeah.
cool.
So that's why they're so sacred, and camels holding water and all of that. And they actually said that they import camels from, I forgot from where, but where they're endangered because like it's so
Oh.
sacred to them that they want to like
Keep
protect
them.
them.
Yeah. Which they should, because I'm like, do people make like camel fur? Do camels
I
have fur?
don't know. They do, but I don't know that people want to wear it.
Oh, okay.
It's like rat fur.
Is
Like,
it?
I don't know.
Don't make me scream.
I don't know. But
I never seen a real camel, so I'm like, do they have fur? But they have like hair.
You know what? You're right. I guess I probably haven't seen a real camel in real life other than then either. But yeah, it's like short hair though. It's not like horse. Like I don't know. But and I got my little henna tattoo.
Oh,
on
that
my
was
foot.
beautiful.
And then,
Did she hide like a message in it or something? Is
not
that
that
the
I
thing?
saw. It was just so what I saw that she did was flowers. Now, if she did something else, I don't know.
Oh, maybe I'm just thinking about like when you get married, they like hide the husband's name in the henna
Okay.
decoration.
Yeah, I don't know. Child, who knows?
Hey,
She
it was
like,
beautiful though.
She was like, she did that thing in like 30 seconds flat. She was like, all right, bye.
It was beautiful.
Then I got my name. They made a chain for me with my name in Arabic.
That's beautiful. Yes.
So they made that into an anklet for me.
Oh, cute.
They also had sand surfing,
Okay.
which I did not do, but I did take some stage
What?
pictures.
Oh, okay. I saw that. I'm like, I saw you on this little snowboard.
Yes, it's like a snowboard.
I'm
yeah.
surprised you did not do that.
Because I ran out of time.
Gotcha.
And I was like, well, I at least want to get the photo.
Yeah.
So I did that.
You know, Auntie got to take her pictures.
Auntie got to take her pictures, child. We had a beautiful barbecue outside.
Oh, at the same desert.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, but they had ATVs. Like they had everything there.
Oh,
so we pretty
wow.
much stayed there for the whole day. And then that night we said, let's go check out the club at the hotel.
Okay.
So then a bunch of us met up and went to the vault.
Put y'all club clothes on.
Right.
Like, we be clubbing.
Since we got all this energy now that we on the right time zone, let's
Listen.
see what it do up over here.
Let's see what it do.
See how they get down in Dubai.
Okay.
So we had a good time there, had some drinks. They listened to some good music.
Did y'all have a section?
Yes, we did.
Correct. Okay. So y'all had a section. Y'all bottles.
It's funny
coming.
because when we came, they were like, I was like, because they were like, we're at capacity. And we're like, our friends are up there. And they were like, there are other Black women up there. Let me go check.
Did they really say that?
Yeah, but it was a Black dude who said it.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I was like, there's other Black women. He was like, I didn't mean it. Like I said, you're fine, sir. You're Black. You can say that.
You can say
that.
Now your comrade.
Now,
They
right.
can't see that. Okay.
I did think that was funny though. Like this, he said
Hilarious.
exactly what he meant.
There are other
He was
Black
like, you know what?
women
Now that you mention it, there's a group of Black women up here.
I think them.
Right, you probably do belong with them.
Yes. Listen, so let us in,
Let
sir.
me let me bring you to them.
I love it. So y'all went to the club. That's
Hmm.
fun. So is it like Americanized? Or are they playing like American
Yeah,
songs?
they definitely
Yeah.
were playing American songs. I mean, were they doing it because we were there? I don't know, but it's
Yeah.
it's a hotel, right? So
Sure.
very touristy, and I know that even Dubai in general, they said it's only like 15% locals.
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
mostly people that have come from other places.
Gotcha. Mm.
So yeah, we the next day we went to go visit
So
Old
this is now
Dubai
day
3.
3 in Dubai. Gotcha. Because day 1
Yeah,
y'all was asleep.
I
Day
know we
2
was
was the
trifling day
desert.
one.
No, yeah,
I heard
no.
day
You
one
gotta
was
catch up.
cracking too, but
Aw,
hey, it is
hey.
what sis got to sleep.
Sis got to
One thing that
sleep.
I'm gonna always do is obey my need to sleep.
That's one thing we don't miss. We always build that in.
Right.
Nap time. Okay.
So yeah, went to go see old Dubai. Got to visit some really old structures and see the old beautiful architecture that they
Okay.
have, which was really nice, and get some history lessons there.
Hmm.
And then we took a amazing little water taxi over so we could go visit the souks,
Okay.
because we needed to get our abayas, which is
Gotcha.
the garb that they wear when they go to the mosque. Um, so I got to see some really beautiful abayas.
Mm.
I also got to get my charms because I gotta whenever I
Yes.
travel, I have to get my destination charms for my destination Pandora.
Yep.
So I got a little camel, I got a little mosque, and I got the Burj Al.
Yeah.
I probably said it
Okay.
wrong.
Hey,
Look,
you gave it a good
I
effort.
gave it a good effort. Um, so yeah, this when I was there, this guy wrapped me up in the garb.
Oh, you look. He okay. Snap.
Yeah, he was like,
And he was handsome.
yeah, he
Okay.
was a fine young
Why
man.
he look like the dude, the Tinder dude? Is it Tinder? The Tinder
Oh,
swindler.
the Tinder swindler.
What's it
That's
called?
funny. But he was like, "You belong to me now," and I was like,
Oh,
"I don't know. Am I married now? What does this mean? Let
right.
me run
How
away."
did you tie this now? What does this
Exactly, and that's
mean?
what I really wanted to know is how to tie it.
Yeah.
But at least, and I thought that the photo was gonna help me realize that, but that was not the case.
You know. That was beautiful. So were you all at a mall? So what was this place?
No, this was the souk, so you could go and like barter, and
Oh,
yeah,
okay. I'm like, explain to people because I ain't know
and
either.
buy your abayas. You can They got jewelry, they
Okay.
have everything that
Wow.
you could
So
buy.
is it like an
But
open market?
it's kind of, well, there's a bunch of little shops, right? And you go in there, so they're all like independently owned,
Okay.
and you can go in there and you can barter, you can negotiate, you can
Mm.
say, well, this guy said that something very similar was 30 American dollars and you're
Mm-hmm.
telling me it's 50, so you could kind of do that. They also had a lot of um like fake purses and
Mm.
stuff like that, Gucci this and Prada
Mm-hmm.
that or
Oh
whatever.
wow.
But they did explain to us that they will tell you if it's fake.
Oh
Like,
okay.
so it's not like they're trying to get over on you. They're gonna tell
Yeah.
you like, no,
Not like in New York.
right,
How it used to be.
exactly.
I don't know if they still do that in New
Girl,
York.
they
That was
still
a
doing
long
that in
time
New York,
ago. Okay.
even in COVID.
Oh, okay. I
Okay,
was like, that
because
was a
I was
long
just
time ago
there.
we went. Okay.
but but yeah, so we did that, and then later that night I did dinner in the sky.
Okay. Which
Shouts
was
out to the
not a part of
sponsor.
the travel
No,
group.
this was not part of the travel group,
Gotcha.
but one of y'all sent me dinner in the sky on Instagram. A
Okay.
frat brother did it, and one of y'all found it. I thought it was you.
No, that was Scarlett.
Okay, that was
I think that
Scarlett.
was Scarlett. Shout
And
out to
said
Bestie
like, you should
Scarlett.
do this. And so
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, that looks amazing. And I believe they did it on Housewives of Atlanta.
Oh, cool. I didn't know they
Yeah.
had went there. Cool.
I don't know if they were in Dubai. I don't know where they were, but they definitely did a dinner in the sky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that was an amazing experience.
Yes.
So I went there and they serve you 3 courses and they lift you 50 meters up in the air.
Wow.
Outside, you are harnessed in, but you can lean all the way back, honey.
Wow.
Yes, you can see the beautiful skyscrapers and take amazing pictures of the most beautiful scenery.
Mm.
So that was, and I put some videos of me going up, and yes, your girl was scared. But I was like, you look, yes, I was scared. Okay.
Hey, 50 meters
I
in
was
the
like,
sky.
oh my God, they're really taking us. We're really gonna just sit up here and eat, huh?
Wow. So is it like a floor?
So no, there's not a floor. So you're sitting in a chair and you're harnessed in.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a humongous dinner table, and then the servers are in the middle of the table serving you the 3 courses, and you pre-order what you're gonna get.
Gotcha.
Am I having the steak? Am I having the chicken? What am I having? And then they serve you, and they did celebrate birthdays and stuff
Nice.
like that. So they
Aw,
gave you
like
the
at a real
little
restaurant.
yes, they did all that. So I got the picture that says like I'm celebrating my birthday in the sky or whatever.
Aw, cute.
So yeah, that was good. And then they had a lot of places where you could take really cool pictures. So I did some nice little photo ops.
Yes, I like
So
the signage one. That was cute.
yes, they have some really great photo opportunities. Um, so yeah, I did that. Dinner was great,
Hmm.
by the way.
Hey, listen.
But it wasn't like, it was one of those things where it's like it's a good experience.
Sure.
But like, would I go there every Friday? No.
Yeah, no.
Right. It's
Yeah.
like did it once, cool.
Yeah. Like a
Very much a
novelty.
touristy thing to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
I'm sure that the people that live there probably have never been.
Right. Right. Like,
Because why would they?
Right.
The next day was all white day,
Okay.
and we started off at the Palm, which was literally created as a tourist attraction to take you up to the highest heights so you could see the beautiful infrastructure that they created.
Hmm.
So they really just had a vision to create this amazing land where people would come and visit and live just along the coast, and it was going to be in the shape of a palm.
Oh,
And
wow.
people challenged them and said they shouldn't do it and couldn't do it, but they did.
And who is they?
It's not their president. What is it their prime minister? I forgot
Okay.
what they call it
The
there.
leader. Yeah.
Yes, sure, the leader.
Say your leader.
But no, it was
Wow.
beyond beautiful.
Mm.
Breathtakingly beautiful, by the way. So I did a lot of nice little photo ops there, and I keep forgetting the name of this building. The
Don't give me that line.
Okay, if I
We
think
could
of it
Google it. You could
later,
put it in Google. What is this building?
I'm gonna the Atlantis. Like you can see the beautiful Atlantis.
Oh, that's what that building is?
Yes, that's
Oh,
the
okay. Because that
Atlantis.
looks like the Atlantis in the Bahamas, too.
Yes, that's what that is.
Oh, very cool.
Yes.
Except the
So,
one in the Bahamas is like coral color, but that's
mm,
cool.
but yes, I got to have that experience, and then all white day was also yacht day.
Okay, yes, 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 yes.
And when they pulled out the yacht, they
Listen.
put out a yacht.
Listen, not catamaran, not
Yeah,
the boat,
not the boat.
yacht.
The yachtiest yacht of
Okay,
all the yachts.
of all the
okay?
yachts that ever yachted.
So when you come on, they got the servers giving you drinks,
Yes.
and I think it was 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms.
Wow. On a
There's
yacht.
a dining area inside, dining area upstairs.
And all 40. This is private for you all?
Yeah, just as private for us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So then you get to go through the water, which was near the palm, so that you can see everything that you saw from above. You can see now below.
Mm.
So we took so many pictures. It didn't make any sense. Just
Wow.
beyond beautiful. Good music, good drinks, good food, good
Yes.
vibes, good time. We made a lot of TikToks.
Okay, as y'all should have. It sounds so dreamy. A yacht though, like people don't get to do that.
Tickety tock. Okay, we made a lot of TikToks. We did all the line dances.
Hey.
Your girl got all her. First of all, I got my steps in every day.
I bet.
Okay?
Listen.
But on this day,
Fitbit was like,
my Fitbit was like, you reached a new standard. Oh my God, you get this medal and that medal and this medal. I was like, yeah. So yeah, that was an amazing experience. And then we went to the Miracle Garden.
Okay.
Which is a place just full of the most beautiful flowers, and they're arranged in all these really cool ways. Like they have like a Smurf area. They have my store. They had a really big teapot, and she was like, I'm hearing be our guest, be our guest. I was like, this is hilarious. They had a flower arrangement. So it's like it's like the Emirates in the shape of a plane. It says Emirates, but it's like all flowers.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's how everything was. It was like in the shape, like they would create all these things with beautiful flowers.
Wow.
So yeah, that was amazing.
Right, I wonder whose job is that to do that.
Yeah, but people were like getting married there and doing all kinds of things because why not?
Why not?
Because you know how much flowers cost. Ain't nobody written flowers.
Exactly.
We gonna go.
The flowers is here
to the
This
Miracle Garden. Okay,
Listen, this is where we getting married. Okay.
So that was an amazing experience. We went to the Dubai Mall. So it's
Okay.
funny because we were at the souks, which is where you can barter and haggle and get I got some beautiful scarves, and I brought home on a abaya from my stepmom.
Oh, sweet.
And different things like that. But then you go to the Dubai Mall, honey. And it's Cartier this and Tiffany's that.
Ooh, lifestyle, the rich and famous.
Which is what I love about Dubai is that they have such an appreciation for culture and
Mm.
history, right? That they keep things like the souks,
Yeah.
but then they're so forward thinking
Yeah.
and technologically advanced, right? That they
Mhm.
have like a humongous mall
Mhm.
that, first of all, me and Sora, look, we was about ready to cry leaving that mall because our whole body hurt. We've
Oh,
been walking
yeah,
all
because y'all
day.
didn't walk. Y'all was yachting. Y'all
Yes,
didn't
we
walked it.
was yes, exactly. And now we just want
Ooh,
to get home.
yeah, y'all want to lay down.
Just want to go home. But we was there, so we had to make
Just
it
want to
do.
go
Just want to
home.
go home. Okay. But and I was trying to get ready for the mosque, which was the next day, and I had to make sure that I was fully covered
Oh yeah.
because the abaya that I bought for me, I actually ended up giving to my stepmom. So then I bought another abaya, but it was only like a cover up.
So you bought one at the
The souks.
souks, yes.
Yes.
So you bought one there, but you ended up giving that one to stepmom.
Yes. So then
Okay.
I got another one, but I needed something to put on under it.
Oh yeah.
And I had to
Okay.
be fully covered. So I was
Gotcha.
like, we gotta go to the mall.
I gotcha.
So yeah, so we did that, and
So what do you wear under? Like a pantsuit? Like
you
what
could
was
you
under?
could wear whatever you want under, but you just gotta be
Oh,
fully covered.
gotcha.
No skin.
No skin.
They ain't
Gotcha.
playing about the skin.
Listen, you ain't wrong. You ain't gonna disrespect this
right.
holy ground.
So we took our PCR tests, which
Okay.
we had to take one before we got on the plane.
Mhm.
And now before we go to Abu Dhabi, you have to take a PCR test. So we did that.
And that's where the mosque is.
Yes, it's
in
over in Abu Dhabi.
Gotcha.
Well, that's where the most famous mosque is. I'm
Okay.
sure that there's other mosques,
Sure.
right? We have some here.
Sure.
But that's where the mosque
Right.
is.
Yes. And how far is Abu Dhabi from Dubai?
I think it was like 2 hours, maybe.
And
Little road trip.
you all did that by car or bus?
Bus.
Okay.
So yeah, they sent the coach buses to take us everywhere.
Cool.
So there were 2 buses and 2 drivers that were with us the entire duration of the trip. So they sent the police on our bus to check our information, our passports and everything. And we went over to Abu Dhabi and breathtakingly beautiful mosque. Okay. Just the pictures don't even do it justice. I was in awe. I was like, oh my God, I can't even believe I'm here. I can't believe I get to see this.
Yeah.
Like,
so that was a moment where you was like, I'm here.
Yeah, this is when I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I was like, am I Muslim? I don't know. I have on all the garb. I don't know.
Listen, I mean, when I saw the pictures,
and when you wear the garb, they're like, oh my gosh, you look so beautiful.
You did.
Like they just,
you did.
When you wear their stuff, they revere.
You absolutely look stunning. Like you look like you could fit in, and I was like, yes,
she
has arrived. Right. These are her people.
These are her people. I got to see all the famous buildings where all the all the movies were filmed and all that, and everybody was like, can you take a picture of where they did the Fast and Furious? So yes, I can't remember. I think it's the Al Calabahera.
I ain't seen that movie, so I don't know.
I didn't see it either, but they made sure to tell us that that's where that was.
Right, this is that.
But in any case, after that, we got to see the amazing palaces, which are beautiful as well. So that's still over in Abu Dhabi.
And those are running palaces, like people actually live there. So that's
cool. One of them is more. So we had brunch in one. One of them is more like a hotel.
Okay.
So yeah, but very, very beautiful. Breathtaking. Like I'm like, how much money do y'all have?
Seriously, it's that part.
Jesus.
Like, how much money do y'all have to just start this whole thing? Like, what?
Well, that's one thing that they definitely have. And then there was one developer whose name was on everything. And I'm like, see, that's who I need to marry.
Listen here.
Give me his
talk about bags. Like you developed a whole country.
Right, exactly.
Like,
right. Exactly. That everybody wants to come visit from around the world and then they stay here.
Listen here.
And one of the things that we learned too is that because we're asking about like the standard of living and how much people make and stuff like that. And they were like, well, a lot of jobs actually include housing.
Yeah.
Which I thought was pretty cool. So if you're like in a service industry. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, because I know their educators do. I think my cousin went down there shortly to be an educator and they hooked her up with
house. Of course she did.
Right.
She a nomad, honey.
She's a nomad. She was out of there. So yeah, she went, had house and everything.
Day 7 was a beach day. Look at God,
Beach
which
day,
that
color coordinated beach day. You know
red.
how we love color
Yes,
coordination.
it was. So that was an amazing, just kind of rest day, which was really
Nice.
good.
What was
But
the
that
beach
was
like?
actually, so it was beautiful.
Yeah. Well,
But that was what I love. What was crazy about that day is that was probably the lowest attendance that we would have. So you don't have look. It's your trip, so you come to the stuff you want to come to. You
sure.
don't come if you don't want to come.
Right,
You
right,
go do
right.
your own thing, whatever. This day, a lot of people did not come, and I think it's because they was woe out.
Yeah, after the mall and the shopping and
Yeah,
all of that, yeah, I would have been out too.
and your
Especially if
girl.
they didn't sleep that first day like you all did. So
And
maybe they
yeah,
came right
and that's
into it.
probably what happened. But because that day I actually had two braces on my leg.
I cannot.
Because I was like, what I'm not going to do is miss another day. Okay. So
Listen,
I'm just
so
going to
I'm
have
gonna
to
put on
struggle.
all the braces. I'm
Look,
gonna stretch. I'm gonna elevate.
I
All
did
of
everything
that.
that I could do.
Hey,
So yeah, so that was a good rest day. And then we just, after that, I think we just went and had dinner or something.
nice.
But they served us like a really nice brunch at the beach. I'm trying to think of what the name of the hotel, not the beach, but at the hotel that we were at for beach day,
Hmm.
and it is escaping me. But in
So
any
y'all went to a
case,
different hotel.
yeah, we went to a different hotel.
Oh,
And
so
what I
y'all had different
loved,
accommodations while
what
you were there.
well, just to go to their pool.
Oh, gotcha.
But what I
Okay.
loved about the travel group is we were always together. So like if we
Hmm.
were at a restaurant, like it was like for this one we were outside, so it was just us outside on their patio.
Hmm.
When we were at the palace, it was just us eating,
Nice.
and then there was another hotel that we went to eat lunch one day, and it was just us. So
Think about like how dope this travel company is that they have it like that. Like they're so like in tuned and ingrained in what they do
yeah,
and
they
they do
probably
it
was like,
well.
"Look, we don't need no negative tests, so it's just gonna have to be us."
It got to be us. Yeah.
Which was I
I
respect
love
that
that.
because it helped keep us safe.
I love it.
And my little punk. Shouts out to who? Now, who did you tell me to get my hair done with?
Trish the stylist.
Shouts out to Trish the stylist because my little
Yes,
ponytail
it
it
was
made it all the
ponytailing.
way through.
Listen,
Okay, and it
until
made it through.
a couple days ago.
Right?
Listen.
It really did. I have kept this ponytail up longer than I even kept my faux locks. Okay, because I take them things out in a week
Listen.
as soon as we back from the trip.
The
But
ponytailing was
baby, that
ponytailing.
ponytail.
You hear me? Listen.
Shouts out to her for that ponytail. That
Listen.
thing
Shout out to
had
Trish.
sand,
Everything.
water,
But it did what it
it
needed to be
made it through.
done. Listen. And it
Okay,
was cute
my
all the way
UAE
until.
ponytail.
Listen.
Shouts out to her. But day 8 was actually photo shoot day.
Yes.
So I
Which
had
was your
to
favorite day?
that was my favorite
Yeah.
day. So I had to abandon the itinerary. So I did miss out on some things, but I wanted to do the photo shoot.
Absolutely.
And Sora was like, "Yep, we doing this photo shoot." So she was
Hmm.
right there with me, and they sent a makeup artist to our hotel.
Love it.
They gave us a long time to get makeup done, so I was like, "It should only take her 45 minutes. Like, what we need all this time for? What are we gonna do after she does our makeup? There's a
Right.
gap." But no, she needed every second because she like was doing TikToks and having fun and doing
And
the
it looks
most.
very intricate. Like your face, at least your eyes did. Like it
Yeah,
looked very detailed.
she did a really great job. We had a lot of fun with her. And then after that, they sent a car to come get us. Then they took us to a certain point, and then another car got us to bring us into the
Oh,
desert because you need special tires for the desert.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
And then I had, I got a little bit of I was triggered because I was like, "Is we gonna go through?
Oh, the doom buggy
Are we gonna
thing.
doom
Yeah,
bash again? Or we just
yeah.
driving?" But no,
Uh,
he just drove us to the photo spot, and then we had an amazing experience. He had the music going. He put us
Aw.
in the amazing dresses. We rented a camel, right? So the guy was there with the camel.
Yeah.
He did the video. He did the photo shoot. That took all day,
Yeah.
and that was pretty much that day. But that was by far probably the best
Was there like
day.
sunrise and sunset options? That would have been beautiful, like a sunset.
So there are times where he cannot shoot,
Oh,
right? So
okay.
there are definitely I believe he does early in the day, and then there's like a gap where
Mm-hmm.
he won't shoot, and then he'll shoot until a certain time because
Gotcha.
of the placement of the sun and all of that.
Yeah.
But he did the daggone
He
thing. The
did.
camel, I love the camel. Now this camel was it Gizmo, Guzmo,
Something like that. You did say that.
Gunzo? I think it's Gunzo.
Yeah.
Think it's Gunzo. But I loved him. I was
Oh.
talking to him. I was petting him like, you are so kind and you is sweet.
Aw.
You are smart. You are kind.
You's
You is
important.
important.
Yes, because you're
Okay.
doing this work. You out here
Yes.
working, Guzman.
Okay.
No, Gunzo. You out here
Gunzo.
working,
Yes.
Gunzo.
He was matching me. He had his green. I had my
Aw,
green.
so cute.
But yes, that was definitely like the best day.
Yeah.
It was, and I did not know that photo shooting was so hard. Now I know that you and I have done photo shoots, and
But
I thought it was hard work because we was in COVID and we were lazy at that time and we weren't used to moving around and putting
no.
on heels. So that was the hardest part was putting
Yeah.
on shoes.
That was so.
But I
But
actually
not
was
like that.
barefoot. I was barefoot at the sand, but it's hard
Ooh,
work maneuvering in the
yes.
sand, doing
I'm
all these
sure.
things. Because your
I'm
girl was
sure.
tired. And
Listen.
he was like, no, he was like, it's hard work. And I was like, I didn't know. I thought the hard
Listen.
work was on you.
No. It's actually
Not
on
me.
you. You gotta pose and stand and
Right.
wait and
Right.
like it's a lot. So
But
yeah.
it was very involved, but it was really nice. I loved it.
Aww.
I loved it. And then I just got the photos back a couple days ago.
Mhm.
So I did post the photos on my Facebook. And I did make them public at the request of others because I saw people just was screenshotting and posting them.
Oh Lord.
So I was like, well,
Said now you can
okay.
share. Okay. Just
but
share them.
yeah, but that was by far probably the best day. So
Nice.
that was a day to remember.
Yes.
Yes. And then I found some flaming hots.
The best parts of
Found
this
some flaming
whole
hots,
trip.
and then
Found the snacks.
I was like, "Oh, y'all got flaming hots, huh?" So I opened them, and they were orange and not red.
But were they hot? Well,
They,
like spicy, not hot.
they were spicy, but not spicy like how ours are spicy.
Mhm.
So I don't know. And Scarlett was like, "Well, maybe red dye is illegal or something. So maybe that's a
Yeah,
thing."
theirs don't got all them chemicals and preservatives that could kill you
Right.
like ours.
Right.
Jeez. Only in America.
Only in America.
Wow, but you found a flaming house. We're gonna post all this stuff so you can kind of see like all of this fabulous trip.
But what else did I do? I
So that was
had
day 8. So what was after that? After the photo
then
shoot?
I went to go have dinner. I forgot where, someplace in the hotel. They had a lot of restaurants in the hotel.
Hmm.
Um, and I wanted to test out those flaming hots.
Got to, because y'all we likes to snack.
And then the next day we went to the Frame, which is
Frame.
another like touristy attraction where it splits old Dubai and new Dubai. So it's like on the left there's old Dubai and you can see out everything, and then it's like, and here's new Dubai, and then it's like, and here's what we're creating, and here's what
So
we're
when they say
making.
old Dubai, like how old is Dubai?
Oh, that's a good question.
I guess I could have googled it too. My bad, but just wondering. Like I felt like that was fairly new, or maybe it's not, or maybe the new development is obviously fairly new, but
Okay, 1966.
that's really
That was
young.
like the boom.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was like the discovery of oil. Yeah.
Like my mama older than Dubai.
Exactly.
Like that's crazy.
But it developed so quickly.
Yeah.
Like, it's so amazing.
That is really young.
Yeah. So yeah, we went to see the beautiful Frame. So I got some nice pictures of the Frame, and then we saw the Burj Khalifa, which is
Oh,
the
cool.
tallest building in the world,
Mm-hmm.
and we got to do a high tea at the Burj Khalifa.
Oh, very cool.
But there was no tea involved, just so we're clear.
Oh,
I didn't
not
see
a
a
tea.
teapot. I didn't see a tea kettle.
There's no
I didn't
tea.
see a tea bag. Okay,
None-
there was
none of
no
that.
tea. There was plenty of liquor, but there was no
But
tea.
no tea. So their use of
I was like, what
wording is
kind of
off.
tea? Right.
Like the safari wasn't safari.
The safari wasn't safaring, and the tea
wasn't
wasn't
tea.
teaing. No.
Like,
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna need for y'all.
And if you take one sip of a drink, they are going to refill. But they're so dramatic with everything. So like when they pour you a glass of something, like they got their hands up high and they're like doing the
Yes.
most, and they serve you something, they got smoke coming out of it, and then they want to video it for you.
Yes,
and
I
they're
love
like
it.
just so dramatic about everything. So I loved it.
That's word of mouth. Listen, we gonna put on the show. You go tell your friends. Who
Yeah,
go tell
they
their
put on
friends.
a hell of a show. It was the most beautiful setup with the most beautiful view, because again, you're in the tallest
Mhm.
building in the world. And they had a Louis Vuitton pop-up that was there on the
Wow.
water, and you could see it from the Burj Khalifa. So on the first day, a lot of the girls actually went to the Louis Vuitton pop-up.
Very
But
cool.
your girl was asleep, so I didn't
Hey,
go.
that's okay.
I was like, Louis who?
Right. Louis sleep. Okay.
But yeah, so they
That's
do
what's up.
the absolute most. They served a bunch of these, little snacks and desserts, and I tried everything, but I'm not a caviar person. Like that's not me. I don't do all that stuff. So I did try it just because I didn't want you to be like, but did you try it though?
Yeah.
So I tried
Because
it.
you know I would have been mad at you. Like, girl, you gotta
I
try.
tried everything.
When in Rome.
Right. So they started with scones, and then they brought out
Cool.
all the stuff, and then at the end they had this really nice
Ooh.
I don't even know what you would call this, like platter of fancy drinks and fancy fruit
Yeah,
covered
it's
in
kind of
gold.
like a charcuterie. Yes, charcuterie.
Yeah,
Kind
but
of.
there's only
But
Well,
yeah,
yeah, and
it's some
it's
fruit, and then that looks like jam or
yeah,
something.
and it's covered in gold, and then it has
Covered in gold.
yeah, and then it has perfume. Like then my
Wow.
keepsake was like a perfume bottle, so I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, they just do the most. I don't even know what else to say about that, but they do the absolute most, and we had a good time at
Listen.
the Burj
Well,
Khalifa,
clearly,
honey.
wasn't no tea. Y'all was lit. Like, it was pouring
Yes.
y'all up.
Yeah, we
Like,
had a
look.
great time there. Oh, and also I got to meet some other Greeks
Oh,
too
cool.
that were on the trip. There's a brother Alpha
Let
that
me
was
see.
present with us.
Oh, very
There was a Zeta
cool. Come on,
with
Sora.
us,
I see you.
and
Okay.
then there was another AKA.
Very
So
cool. I love that.
and I
But
believe there
Greeks
was a
always
Delta.
find time to find each
Look,
other.
okay, that's one thing we gonna do
Listen.
because on day one, brother Alpha was like my soror, and I was like,
Okay.
all right.
Listen, we'll do nothing else. We are gonna find
Well, look, we won't
other
do nothing
Greeks.
else.
Listen.
And then I was like, I don't want to go home. I just so then we had to pack again because after 10 days you live there now.
Yeah, day two. Shoot, my stuff is in the closet, in the drawers.
Drawer.
Like it's everywhere.
Right,
I live here.
I got a dirty clothes bag.
Listen.
Like we didn't went shopping. It's stuff everywhere.
Listen,
So
your
then
toiletries all organized how
exactly,
you like
I live
them.
here.
Listen.
Look, but no. So then it was like, dang, I actually have to go back home, and this is not my real life. I don't get to do excursions every day, be on yachts, and have drinks. Like I have to actually go to work.
Mm-hmm.
So it started to set in.
But you had to
Started
come
to
back
set
on
in.
home.
We did the last room service, and that man stole my money.
What?
Not really. He was supposed to bring me back change. I think I only had, I was trying to get rid of all my dirham, which is their currency. Um, so I don't know what I paid with, but in any case, he was supposed to bring me back some change. He never did, but
Just
it's fine.
never showed up.
Whatever.
Said she's leaving. So
Whatever.
it's my money
Because I
now.
was like, this Monopoly money anyway. It was a $500 bills. Who does this?
Listen, let me get a change for 500.
Right, like, it's
what?
fake money.
You don't get this big bank out of here.
Right.
Oh my
But in any
gosh.
case, but it was like I was really sad. Like I was like,
Aw.
I just want to
You
stay.
said day
Why
after
can't it right? Why can't
day.
this be my life? I just want to stay
Said
here.
forever.
But
So would you go back to Dubai? Would you travel there
um,
again?
yes, but I wouldn't go soon because there's so many other places that I haven't went.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So and actually while I was there, I booked another trip.
Right. Mhm.
So
Yes.
I like to do new experiences, new excursions, new places, new scenery. I'm all about the new.
Sure.
But if it was like, oh,
But are you want it done? Like in the future, would you go back?
I would probably go back in the future, just not the near future.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it would be like,
Because some
okay,
people go places and they're like, okay, I don't need to go back there. Like I'm
yeah.
good.
No, it was so beautiful, and I didn't get to see everything. The day that we landed, I think they opened up like a museum or something. So
Oh,
there's,
wow.
and in talking to our tour guides, because one of the ladies made a recommendation, like maybe we should build an arrest day, and he was like, no. There's you still even with the 8 days that y'all are here and with the packed itinerary, you're still not seeing everything.
Sure. Yeah.
So for me it will be about what's on that itinerary and what new experiences am I going to have. And I know I have another source. I was out to Priscilla who went, and she said she wanted to when she goes back, she wanted to see what the locals live like. So I would be more curious to do something more along those lines.
Yeah. So not so much touristy, but like really engulfing the culture.
Like I would be like, no thanks to the mall, like
Sure.
unless I need something from the mall,
Yeah.
right? But I'd be like, and if I want something particular from the souks, then souk me please. But if
Yeah.
not, then no, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess I'm not a one and done because like think about we've been to Vegas so many times, but every time it's a new experience. So if there's a new experience in Dubai or Dubai, as my niece would say, then count your girl in.
Hey, in there. Okay.
But for me, there's still so much land and ground and world to cover
It
that
is.
it's not necessarily necessary.
Yeah, it's a whole world out here.
So
Just try
yeah.
to tell people.
So
I
after
love
that, we
it.
packed it on up and we flew on back.
Listen. So you did the same flight back, like Dubai to JFK,
Yeah.
JFK to home?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, Newark to home.
Oh yeah.
But yes, I did. And by that time, I was like, I just want to go home. Like,
Oh yeah.
by the time we landed, I was like, okay. Because I was like, at first, I was considering spending the night in New York again.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh no.
Oh, so you did the 9 and then
Yeah, I got right on that flight.
Wow.
Back to back. Like, let's just go. And actually, I had a break because, you could come in late, your bags anything could happen. And I needed to get over to Newark. So, and it took them forever to release my bags.
Mhm.
So, the flight was so humongous. Like it
Mm.
took us forever to get our bags. So yeah, and then you got to go through immigration. Like
Yeah.
there's so many things you got to do. So too many things can go wrong. So I think we landed at like 8 a.m., but I don't think I flew out till 3 p.m.
Wow. Yeah. So another
There
8
was there
hours.
was a 1 p.m., but I was like, I don't know,
That would have been
anything could
cutting it really close.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
so
would have cut
I
close.
did the 3 p.m., came back, and then it's probably just today that I'm back on the right time zone.
Yeah. Because that's a lie.
Yeah,
You went from Central Standard Time to Eastern Standard Time to whatever time they on out
yeah,
there.
some Arabic time, child. I
Listen.
don't even know what you call it.
Yeah, I don't know either. So
Doobie time.
that's a lot. So now you're fully
But yes, I do highly
readjusted.
recommend.
5 stars.
5 stars, 7 stars.
There we go.
Okay, all the stars.
All
Any
the
stars that
stars.
you can give them, that's what it is.
Yay. That's what's up.
So
Yes.
so
Well,
yes,
definitely dope. Glad you got to experience that. Sad we were not there, but that's our fault. So, lesson
that's
of
our
this,
fault.
the moral of this story is go. You don't got to wait on
Go,
nobody. Go
just
live your best
go.
life. Just go.
Yes, more trips to come.
There we
I
go.
live for the travel, honey.
Absolutely. Love, and we cannot wait to hear about the next travel story. So while you were out there, let's kind of wrap this up. So what's one thing that you're taking away from that whole experience?
Do it big.
Do it big, Dean.
Hey, because they do everything big. Like
Yes.
everything that people said they couldn't do, they
Mm,
did.
mm.
They not half stepping at all. Every building is beautiful and magnificent. I don't know who does their upgrades or what, but everything is new.
Mm.
Like they are not half stepping at all. Like everything. Like even when you step into the hotel, they don't want you to touch a bag. They like everything is
Wow.
literally the absolute best.
I love it.
So
Yeah. So
you
when we
know,
go back in the future, we definitely got to do
well,
skydiving. Not in
that's
the near
what.
future, but in the future
And
future.
you know,
But
when we were on the
skydiving.
yacht, we saw people skydiving and parasailing and doing all of that. And look, me and Sir was like, "Yeah, we gonna do that too." Then we was like, "When?" I said, we don't have time." And then I said, "Now look, my ponytail is on this last leg."
That would have been me. Like, look, my hair ain't gonna
Look,
make
cause I'm
that.
natural. Okay, my
Okay.
ponytail. Hey, look,
Listen.
I got a photo shoot tomorrow. The ponytail ain't gonna withstand
We gotta
everything.
keep it
now.
on here. Slap it on
Okay,
here. But yes, gotta
but
do that. Shout out to Willis. I know that would be right up
but
his alley.
but yeah, I mean they do literally everything big. So that's what I am taking
Mm,
back is that there is no half stepping. Do it
mm,
all. Do it big. Don't settle for anything.
mm.
Period. Because they
Period.
don't.
Okay.
They do not settle for anything at
Period.
all.
I love it. That's what's up.
At all. So, and even like the women when they wear their abayas, they have the finest of clothing underneath.
I bet.
Like,
Listen, this is luxury only.
yes, it is literally.
Okay.
For real. Like they serious
Mm.
about their bags. And I'm not really into bags and all of that. That's
Mhm.
just not my thing. But for people who are, they would have probably loved it out there.
Yeah, shout out to Scarlett who
That
love her
mall
bags.
would have probably been everything. And now what I am into is bracelets.
Jewelry, yeah.
So we
you
went into
likes
the Tiffany
jewelry.
store and I told Sora before I
Woo!
went in there, I said, now don't let me buy a thing.
You said
Because
here.
first of all, I already have.
Did you give her your wallet? Like just
I
hold
should
this.
have, but I already have 7 bracelets on. Right.
Hey.
So I was like, I already have my Tiffany. I don't need another one. Do not let me do
Mm.
this. And then we was in there and I was like, let me see that one. And let me see the other one. Now put this, and they just put it on you, right? Because that's what they do.
Yeah.
And she was like, I thought you said, I was like, you know what? Thank you, because you are right.
Listen. Said, now look now, you said.
Right. So she was holding me accountable.
Listen.
And I'm grateful for that because I saw a couple things that I was like, yes.
Like, wrap this up.
Exactly.
Put it in the bag.
Yes.
Hurry up with this transaction
Exactly.
before I
Hurry
change
up.
my mind.
Right. Especially since I had a pretty big spending budget while I was there and I did not consume a lot that I thought I was going to.
That's what's up. See,
So,
but you learn. You've been trying not to be Henry, and now those are just habits.
Yes, and a Henry is high earner, not rich yet. I think is what it stands for.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's basically so that book is talking about how there's this whole group of millennials who make over 6 figures who spend all their money on trips and brunch.
Yep, and that's it.
Okay.
And I'm a brunch person. I'm a food bro. I spend a lot of my money on food.
And but they, but they're not making long-term provisions, right? So the whole goal is to save and to invest and to, be smart about it. So that's why I'm trying to be,
Be different.
conscious
Yeah.
about my spending.
Yep.
And again, not just swipe, swipe, swipe because it's there.
Got to be intentional
Got to be
with the
intentional. And
funds.
I'm pretty, I think I did a good job. I was proud of
Indeed.
myself
You should
when I
be.
came back because at first my card actually got locked up
Uh-oh.
because
Yo,
I went to what 4 different places,
you
so it was
did.
like what?
What the heck? Yeah.
So I was using my credit card,
Mm,
and then once my got my bank stuff situated, I paid off the credit card
gotcha.
while I was there. But then I kept swiping the credit card. So then when
Oh,
I came
Lord.
home, I was like, how much damage did I do? But then when everything
Settle.
settled, I was like, nope, we're still good. Like
Within
you,
budget. That's
yes.
a
I was like,
blessing.
we just transferred from the travel budget and cleared the credit card, and we're still good.
There we
So
go. That's how you
I
do
was
it.
proud of myself
Yeah.
because that don't always happen.
Hey, listen, when you know better,
When you know better, you do better.
you do
That
better.
that's true.
So there's that. Yeah.
Yes.
I love it. I love this story. This was good. We finally get to talk about Dubai. I feel like we've been booked and busy, which we don't mind, but
Yes, it worked out
it worked out.
today.
Today it worked out. So now y'all get to hear about Dubai. Hopefully you take away what Sherry took away. Do it big, no matter what it is in your life. Do it big.
No half stepping.
Don't half step. Live your life. Do it big. Don't wait on nobody. And you owe it to yourself to find whatever luxury is to you for you,
Whatever you
whatever
want to
that is.
experience, just find a way to
Yeah,
do it.
absolutely. I love it. I love it. This was good. Yay.
Thanks for tuning in to Brunch with Besties podcast. Until next time,
Peace.